black women who are still yet to discover Afrocentrics, the hairbrand that aims to protect and promote healthy hair care. The scientists head out into the wild to squeeze nature's elixir into test tubes. They rub palms against leaves and surrender their noses to the intoxicating scents of the whole world. Once they have unearthed the secrets hidden within the wild, they take their treasure into the lab to create the potions that will remind black hair of its former glory. 98% of all Afrocentrics products are made from nature's precious alchemy. Mother Nature has always been the best hairstylist for her girls, and the WeWork judges agree. The award-winning brand was the first ever Afro hair brand to launch in Whole Foods. Just as our body thrives off the earth's natural medicine, so does black hair. Dr. Anne-Marie Imafidon, MBE. Power, numbers. Tool, brain. Numbers and Anne-Marie Imafidon have always spoken the same language. Whilst the other children would spend weeks learning to count, it came to Anne-Marie in seconds. Her brain could twist a square number into a complex equation and bend itself into an answer with little to no confusion. The only thing confusing for 10-year-old Anne-Marie was why her teachers kept repeating the same things in class. She needed to be challenged, and unfortunately, the primary school classrooms just weren't cutting it. At 10 years old, she passed 2 GCSEs in mathematics and ICT. The next year, at 11 years old, she passed 2 A-level examinations in mathematics and computer science, arguably 2 of the most difficult subjects for adults, but not for 11-year-old Anne-Marie. Although the challenge did warm up her brain ever so slightly, it wasn't enough. At 17 years old, she joined a master's degree programme at Oxford University. She graduated at 20, becoming one of the youngest ever students to graduate with a master's degree. But Anne-Marie's brain was still only warming up. Along her mind-blowing journey into her brain's full potential, she realised that the opportunities that were given to her weren't available to many young girls. Anne-Marie's desire to share her new industry with other women led her to create STEMettes, a space to tickle the brains of girls and point them towards futures in science, technology, engineering, and maths. Through the years, she found all kinds of young women to mould and nurture into inventors. She speaks children, she speaks numbers, she speaks technology, she speaks Woman of the Year and Powerless. She also speaks 6 languages from across the world. The brain of Anne-Marie Imafidon knows no limits. Basma Khalifa. Power, stylist. Tool, images. Let's talk about how things look. About the 100 stories that can be told through an image. An outfit, a news article, a video, a documentary. Sometimes, things without mouths speak to us the most. Nobody knows this more than a fashion stylist. Except, perhaps a journalist whose task is to pull the stories from the picture. Basma Khalifa is both. She has mastered the silent art of giving mouths to outfits, telling stories of ballroom elegance, urban chic, summer wanderlust and red carpets. But she has also dived headfirst into images of secretive countries, extracted the story hidden in the shadows of Saudi Arabia. She lived to tell the tale on BBC Three through film and writing, despite the adventure almost costing her her precious life. Basma's skillful and careful capacity to unfold any image, to reveal the 100 different things it could be, has been refined and shaped across the world. In New York City, she worked in luxury fashion PR, weaving messages into suits and dresses for Mara Hoffman and Jeremy Scott. She did the same again.